The Ford F-Series, a cornerstone of American automotive history, has been a dominant force in the pickup truck market since its debut in 1948. Known for its durability, versatility, and innovation, the F-Series has evolved through 14 distinct generations as of 2025, with the F-150 being the most iconic model in the lineup. It's the best-selling vehicle in America, with over 40 million units sold in the U.S. by 2022, a testament to its appeal across generations, particularly among older Americans who value its utility and reliability. Generations of the Ford F-Series. The F-Series spans 14 generations from 1948 to 2025, each marking significant advancements in design, technology, and performance. The journey began with the first generation, 1948 to 1952, known as the bonus-built, introducing the F1 half-ton, F2 three-quarter-ton, and F3 one-ton models. The second generation, 1953 to 1956, adopted the F100, F250, and F350 nomenclature, setting the naming convention still used today. The third generation, 1957 to 1960, introduced the style-side bed, a flat-sided design that became a standard. The fourth generation, 1959 to 1966, offered four-wheel drive as a factory option, a first for Ford. The fifth generation, 1967 to 1972, often called bump-side, due to its body ridges, featured a wider cab and more powerful engines. The sixth generation, 1973 to 1979, dubbed dent-side for its side indent, introduced the F-150 in 1975 to navigate emissions regulations. The seventh generation, 1980 to 1986, focused on aerodynamics and fuel efficiency with a new chassis. The eighth generation, 1987 to 1991, brought composite headlights and fuel injection across all engines. The ninth generation, 1992 to 1996, known as OBS, Old Body Style, reintroduced the flare-side bed and debuted the SVT Lightning. The 10th generation, 1997 to 2003, adopted a rounded, car-like design and introduced the Super Crew cab. The 11th generation, 2004 to 2008, emphasized comfort with a larger, four-door cab design. The 12th generation, 2009 to 2014, introduced the EcoBoost V6 and a more rugged look. The 13th generation, 2015 to 2020, pioneered aluminum body construction, reducing weight by nearly 750 pounds. The 14th generation, 2021-present, added a hybrid power boost option and advanced tech like BlueCruise hands-free driving. Body styles. The F-Series has offered a wide range of body styles to meet diverse needs. Early generations featured regular cab configurations with 6.5 or 8-foot beds, often with a flare-side, step-side, or style-side, flat-sided, bed design. The flare-side, with its external fenders, was a classic look but was phased out in later generations, though it returned briefly in the 9th and 10th generations. The 6th generation introduced the extended cab, Super Cab, in 1974, offering extra seating with center-facing jump seats. The 10th generation brought the Super Crew in 2001, a four-door crew cab with a slightly shortened bed, enhancing family-friendly appeal. The F-Series also includes heavier-duty models like the F-250 and F-350, which became part of the Super Duty lineup in 1999, offering chassis cab options for commercial use. The 14th generation offers three cab sizes, regular, Super Cab, and Super Crew, with bed lengths of 5.5, 6.5, or 8 feet, plus off-road focus trims like the Raptor and Tremor. Engines. The F-Series has seen a vast array of engines, reflecting Ford's commitment to power and efficiency. Early models, like the first generation, used flathead V8s and inline sixes, such as the 226 cubic inch i6, 95 horsepower, and 239 cubic inch V8, 100 horsepower. The second generation introduced the Y-Block V8 in 1954, a 239 cubic inch engine producing 130 horsepower. By the fifth generation, engine options expanded to include the 390 cubic inch V8, 255 horsepower, and a Perkins diesel i4, 120 horsepower, in some markets. The seventh generation offered a 4.9L i6, 115 horsepower, 5.0L V8, 130 horsepower, and a 7.3L diesel V8, 185 horsepower. The eighth generation transitioned to fuel injection, with the 5.8L V8 producing 210 horsepower. The ninth generation introduced the 7.3L Power-Stroke diesel, 215 horsepower, alongside the 5.4L Triton V8, 235 horsepower. The 10th generation debuted the modular V8S, with the 5.4L Triton supercharged in the SVT Lightning, 380 horsepower. The 12th generation introduced the 3.5L EcoBoost V6, 365 horsepower, a twin-turbo engine balancing power and efficiency. The 13th generation expanded EcoBoost options, including a 2.7L V6, 325 horsepower, and a 3.0L diesel V6, 250 horsepower. The 14th generation offers a 3.5L Power Boost Hybrid, 430 horsepower, a 5.0L V8, 400 horsepower, and a 3.5L EcoBoost V6, 400 horsepower, all paired with a 10-speed automatic. Exterior. The F-Series exterior has transitioned from rugged to refined. The first generation had a sleek, integrated look with a prominent grille. The third generation introduced a boxier cabin and larger grille, while the fourth adopted a unibody design briefly. The fifth generation's bump side featured protruding body ridges for strength. The seventh generation focused on aerodynamics with straighter lines. The eighth generation debuted composite headlights, a first for American trucks. The ninth generation rounded the hood and grille for better aerodynamics, reintroducing the flare side bed. The 10th generation adopted a softer, more car-like design with C-shaped headlamps. The 12th generation returned to a chiseled, aggressive look with a prominent grille. The 13th generation's aluminum body and trapezoidal grille modernized the design, while the 14th generation refined this with a 2-bar grille, LED headlights, and a Pro Access tailgate. The F-Series evolution reflects Ford's ability to adapt to changing demands, balancing work-ready functionality with modern luxury and technology, making it a favorite among Americans, especially those over 50 who value its heritage and versatility. Interior. The F-Series interior has evolved from utilitarian to luxurious. Early generations had basic vinyl benches, manual windows, and minimal features like sun visors and armrests. The fifth generation added lap seatbelts, 2-speed wipers, and optional air conditioning. The seventh generation introduced a more car-like interior with improved sound insulation and plush trappings. The ninth generation offered the Eddie Bauer trim with two-tone paint and luxury features like power mirrors. The 10th generation brought a redesigned dashboard, new seats, and the Super Cruise 4-door layout. The 11th generation enhanced comfort with SUV-like amenities, including optional leather and a more spacious cab. The 12th generation introduced higher quality materials, a 3-bar grille, and tech-like Ford Sync. The 13th generation added larger touchscreens and adaptive cruise control. The 14th generation features fold-flat front seats, a 12-inch touchscreen with a SWN C4, and luxury trims like King Ranch with leather and ambient lighting.